What's up, everybody? Soul Engine Survival here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make the figure 4 deadfall. The figure 4 deadfall is one of the most universal and known deadfalls for a reason. This is of course because it's really reliable and you can use it in any situation. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into how to make it. Okay, so first thing you want to have is a knife. It doesn't matter what kind of knife it is as long as it's sharp and yeah, it can cut things. So place that somewhere. Second thing you'll want to have is a long, kind of skinny stick, and this will be your bait stick. And I'm going to obviously snap this one to correct its size, but this will be the last part. Okay. Now you'll want to have a medium stick, and this will be your diagonal. So obviously the diagonal of the figure 4. So if you're not already seeing it, it'll be something like this, and then you'll have your stick, which I just call the holding stick. It just holds the trap in place. Okay, so let's get right into what you have to cut. Okay, so first thing you want to do, you want to grab your base stick, and you want to sharpen one edge. It doesn't matter which one. You want to. Oh, by the way, all of these sticks, they should have at least a relatively straight figure. So this one, as you can tell, it's a little bit bent in the end, but this top part is straight. So yeah, anyway, you want to sharpen the edges just like this, and you'll want to get this kind of look. And this will fit into the notches we're going to make later. So first thing you'll want to do is that. And then second thing is you want to take your edge, just like this. You see it pointing straight up. And you want to just go a little bit down. And you want to flatten out this kind of edge. And we'll use this later. Next thing you want to do, you want to grab your diagonal stick, the medium length stick, and you'll want to carve a notch in it. Obviously this one isn't yet done. It'll need a little bit more. And you'll also, and just for example, so you'll take your base stick, and you'll fit it into the notch like this. And then this is where your rock or log will be laying. And yeah, and then the next thing you want to do, after you've gotten a good size notch into it, and this one isn't done yet. By the way, the notch should be about 2 inches or so from the top of the stick, and it depends on how big your deadfall is going to be, but yeah, 2 inches is a good length. And on this end of the stick, you'll want to carve it into another end, just like this, kind of flat, so it fits into notches. Oh, just like that. So yeah, you'll just carve this out, and make sure that the end is parallel or in the same is facing the same way. So you want to carve it just like that. Another side note: remember to keep your shavings as if they're small enough. This can serve as great tinder. So I'm not going to worry about that stuff, because, well, where I live, you're not allowed to have fire. So, and I also don't want to cause a forest fire, so I'm not going to worry about that. But if you are allowed to, and if you want to practice, remember to keep those shavings. And yeah. Okay, next thing you want to do, you'll want to grab your long stick, which by the way I broke off. And so right now what I have here is this little setup, and this is how it will be laid out. So all I did is I just grabbed the longer stick and I just placed it in, and I found a good length. Like here, this would also work if I wanted to. So I have another bait stick in case I need it. I'll place that over there. So yeah, that's how you determine the length of your bait stick. And now what you'll want to do is want to grab your bait stick, and you want to put it into the configuration. So as you'll notice here on this side, we have this point. This point, every point here too, fits into a notch in this system. So what you want to do is you want to lay it across just like that, and you want to put that point into a notch. So now I'm working on this notch right there, and then over here against this flat edge that we made in the beginning, remember, which I'm gonna flatten a little bit more now, but you want to make another notch, but then a quarter turn to this notch, so that way the notch right here is fit. Okay, so now what I've done is I've taken the bait stick and I've made the second notch. As you can tell, it's quite a serious notch. Anyway, and then at the end where the bait will sit, I just sharpen the point. You don't have to. If you have peanut butter or some other kind of, spreadable thing, you don't have to make a stick, but in case whatever animal you want to trap is attracted to, I don't know, a berry or something you can stab through, this is good for the bait stick. Also, something else I've done is on the base stick, I created more of a 90-degree angle. Let me focus that. At the bottom. Oh my god, focus. So there we go. So that way the hook, the second notch and the bait stick will latch on easier. So because I don't have any rocks here, I'm going to be using a backpack to set up my trap. Okay, so here we go. So if you had a rock or whatever, then this would be fine too. So first thing you want to grab is your your base stick, and you want to set it up about like here where it falls. So right here. Doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be planted into the ground. Next thing you want to grab is your diagonal stick, and you want to just hook it up and under the whatever it is, rock or log, or in this case backpack. Next thing, now you've got your setup, is you want to grab your bait stick and you want to just hook it first in place here with this notch, and then you want to hook it in place down there. And now the trick is to find the balance, is the right balance. Okay, so now we've gotten it, and obviously, as you can tell, the pointy end would normally have bait on it. And honestly, I don't really need a stick for this, because it's just my backpack, which is really light, so that changes things. But it would come along and it would just start nibbling, and well, my arm was in the way of that one. So let me set that up again and I'll show you better. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My phone camera just, I don't know, it ran out of space or something. So I'm going to just set off the trap at my house. So this is the animal, comes in and it just goes boom, and then it's eaten. Of course, this is my backpack, so it doesn't weigh as much, but still. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe, like if you enjoyed it, and yeah, see you guys next time.